नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते राधानाथ स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्य देशतारिणे। ओम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्री चैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितमेन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पदे गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसूते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ईश्वरग परमग कृष्णग सच्चिदानंद विग्रहग अनादिरादिर गोविंदग सर्व कारण कारणम। हरे कृष्ण। By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the most confidential knowledge. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is teaching scientifically that we are the soul. So, we need to have that understanding all the time in our life. Each and every activity should be performed only with that consciousness, with that knowledge. Each and every individual is a soul. But even though we are of Krishna's Amsa, Krishna's nature, we are struggling and suffering in this material world because we are in this material world. Because we are controlled by the three modes of material nature. So for the last several days, we are studying in the second chapter about the soul very well. We are understanding. Krishna is continuously focusing only on the soul only. In all these slokas, what we are studying, Krishna is continuously focusing only about the soul. Everything, each and every sloka, Krishna is teaching only about the soul. These 20 slokas from the sloka number 11 to 30 in the second chapter, completely about the soul. And he told Arjuna that you are speaking like a learned person, but you are mourning for not what is not worthy of grief. You are lamenting for no reason because you don't understand the difference between soul and body. Katasu nagatasumsa nanusochanti panditaga means you don't understand the difference between body and the soul. So whatever was there inside the body was the soul. Whatever left the body is the soul. The soul is there. The soul changes bodies. The soul is changing body. Even now also, at this moment also, our soul is changing body. So, that's what we need to understand. This is the science. This Bhagavad Gita is the science. And when we are the soul, when we understand that we will be there, we are there all the time, and Krishna is repeatedly telling Arjuna that, then why are you worried? Then what is the need for any lamentation? That's what Krishna is teaching. If you understand, if you realize that we are the soul. If you understand that we are not the body, we are the soul. Krishna is above the modes of nature. And we are under the modes of nature. Tribhiki guna mayegi bhavaigi yebhiki sarvamidam jagat mohitam nabijanati mamyebhyah param avyayam. So people in this world, Jagat, they are under the control of these three modes of material nature. Tribhigi guna mayegi bhavegi ebhigi sarvamidam jagat. This entire world, sarvamidam jagat mohitam nabijanati mamyebhyah param avyayam. So that's why mohitam. We are bewildered. Because we are under the control of the modes of nature. Krishna is above the modes of nature. And he is not visible to all of us. He is not visible to anyone. Naham prakashaka sarvasya, because he is covered by his internal potency, yogamaya samavrita. In order to know him, only through this Bhagavad Gita we can know about Krishna. And of course, Srimad Bhagavatam, we can know about Krishna's transcendental birth and activities, transcendental appearance and activities. So, this is the knowledge where we understand about ourselves, we understand about Krishna and our relationship with Krishna. So now all our work should be centered only towards Krishna. Anything we do, it should be only for Krishna. There should not be any other reason for not serving Krishna. That's very important. There is no reason. We cannot find any reason for serving Krishna. Whatever we do, it is for Krishna. So that way we will not find any reason for not serving Krishna. Anything we do, we should do it only for Krishna. Yat karosi tat kurusva madarpanam. Whatever you do it only for me. That's what Krishna is teaching. So that way we should not find any other reason for not serving Krishna. Everything is service to Krishna. And when we can claim that I am serving only Krishna, if you remember him, that is the main point. If you remember Krishna all the time, then we can say that I am serving Krishna. If our mind is only fully on Krishna, then that is the service to Krishna. That means our mind is not entangled in this material world. So, with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we have to train our mind to focus only on Krishna all the time. There are no other reasons at all. Simply no reasons. Because our goal is to please Krishna. Then we are pleased. Then we are happy. If we are going against Krishna, against the will of Krishna, of course, Supreme Lord has got a supreme will. When we say that we have free will, Krishna also has his own free will. So, if we are not doing things in favor of Krishna, the way Krishna wants us to do, so that means we ourselves are putting us in trouble in this material way. In other words, if we are not focusing our mind only on Krishna, that means we are inviting trouble for ourselves. It is the fact. That is the science. If our mind is not able to fully concentrate on Krishna, then we are going to suffer, struggle in this material world. So our mind should be all the time focused on Krishna only. How is that going to be possible? Just by following what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is teaching us, Krishna is giving us a lot of instructions in Bhagavad Gita. We have to know everything about Krishna. Then our life will simply become Krishna conscious all the time. That is happening, and it will continue to happen, and we will grow, we will make progress, and we will serve Krishna, and over a period of time, we will be always remembering Krishna. will be able to reach that status that anything we do, it will be only for Krishna. We are not going to do anything else for anyone else. We are going to do anything, it's only for Krishna, based on what Krishna is asking us to do in Bhagavad Gita. So that is the way of dedicating our life. Matchitta. So Krishna is in Matchitta, Madgata, Prana. Madgata, Prana. That means dedicating our life unto Krishna. So that's what we are supposed to dedicate our entire life to Krishna. Matchitta, Madgata, Prana. Bodhayantaha parasparam kadayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. That's what at this point of time we are experiencing. We are thinking about Krishna now. At this point of time, we are remembering, focusing our thoughts on Krishna only. And we are ready to do everything for Krishna. We are ready to dedicate our life in Krishna's service. Matchitta Madgata Prana. Bodhayantaga parasparam kadayantascha mam nityam. That's what, when we meet, we are going to talk only about Krishna, not anything else. We are not going to talk about, well, politics or the games or any other news. Or what's happening in the world. Nothing is important for us. These things are always happening. It's going to change. Everything is changing. No one is permanent here. No one is permanently rich or permanently going to live here. That's what we know. Everyone is going to lose everything they have. So there is no point in thinking that, oh, he's a billionaire, he's a richest person. All such things are all useless things. No one is rich here at all. Only Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna owns everything. Everything belongs to Krishna. We are only just claiming that I own and I am rich, I am billionaire, millionaire, this, that, and all such things people think. But in reality, everything is owned by Krishna. That's what we need to know. When Krishna owns everything, so it's so stupid to say that I'm own a lot of things, such all those things. But we want Krishna. We should be happy that we want Krishna who wants everything. So that way we should try to gain all the material things, whatever is required to please Krishna, to serve Krishna. So that means everything should be utilized only in Krishna's service. Whatever we do, it has to be Krishna engaged. It should be only for Krishna's service. It should be, that's why we need to do. Otherwise, we should not be engaged in activities which are going to take us away from Krishna, which is going to make us forget Krishna. Such kind of activities we should not entertain. We should not do at all. And that happens automatically when we study this Bhagavad Gita. That change is already happening in us. We are already seeing such change. When we are studying Bhagavad Gita every day, we are already seeing such change. It's automatically happening. And that way, we will be able to always engage in Krishna's service and doing everything for the satisfaction of Krishna. So our life is going to be completely Krishna conscious. This Bhagavad Gita knowledge will make such a very, very important change in our life. This Bhagavad Gita knowledge. That's the difference between knowing Bhagavad Gita, not knowing Bhagavad Gita. Without knowing Bhagavad Gita, all the things what we do in this world are all, everything is so stupid. Useless things we do. We are not doing anything good without knowing Bhagavad Gita, without following Bhagavad Gita. So whatever we are doing in this world, they are all meaningless. Whatever we do. Krishna is the source of everything. Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattaga sarvam pravat. When we believe in Krishna, Krishna will actually take care of everything for us. So we don't have to struggle. So that's why he is giving us this knowledge right now. This Bhagavad Gita knowledge Krishna is giving us. With this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, we are going to go to Goloka, we are going to get peace of mind, we are going to get ultimate happiness, we are going to become a yogi, we are going to control our mind, and we are going to get steady intelligence, and we are going to be peaceful and happy all the time with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. That is possible only with this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. Without loving Krishna, without serving Krishna with love and devotion, we are not going to enjoy at all. That is the enjoyment. The real enjoyment, the real happiness is actually there when we serve Krishna. So then we are very happy because we are serving Krishna. We are surrendering unto Krishna. We are offering everything in Krishna's service. So that's what is very important. That's why Krishna said that is the only way you can free yourself from the three modes of material nature. For us, that is the only way. Otherwise, this mind will go out of control for sure. It's not possible. If we are not serving Krishna, then it's not possible for us to keep our mind under our control. Either we serve Krishna or serve Maya, that's it, or serve the material sense objects, try to enjoy. If you don't have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, that's what we will be doing. So, we are very fortunate to get this knowledge and engage ourselves in Krishna's service. So that way Krishna is repeatedly giving us the opportunity to study this Bhagavad Gita and gain complete understanding, full understanding of this Bhagavad Gita, sloka by sloka, word by word, everything very clearly we are understanding. Completely we are understanding. We are understanding the properties of the soul. We are understanding the law of conservation of soul. And also we are going to study the law of birth and death. A lot of things we are going to study. So Krishna is teaching us everything. The law of karma, everything. So we need to understand. We know that each and every action has got an equal and opposite reaction. That is the Newton's law of third law of motion. So the law of karma is that each and every action has got an equal and similar reaction. That's it. If you do good, we'll get good things. If you do bad, we'll get bad things. That's it. Each and every action has got an equal and similar reaction. But if we are doing everything for Krishna, then there is no reaction. That's what we want. We don't want any reactions for our actions. All our reactions should be completely removed, eradicated, completely burnt. That is possible only with this fire of knowledge, with this Bhagavad Gita. So that way, anything we do in this world, it should not bind us. It should not affect us. That is going to be possible only if we are not having any attachment to the results of activities. We should be just happy with what we get it. Yadricha labha santushto dvandva atito vimatsarga. So whatever labha, whatever gain we get it, we should be happy. Yadricha labha santushto dvandva atito vimatsarga. Samaga siddhava siddhavcha kritva pinani bhaktidi. So we should be equal in both success and failure. So then we are not going to be bound. Kritva pinani bhaktidi. That's what Krishna is teaching us. So if you do like that, then kurvan napnoti kilbisham. So there is no sin. When we do what Krishna, when we do as per Krishna's instructions, then we are not going to get any sins. So like that way, by Krishna's causeless mercy, we are studying this Bhagavad Gita. We finished already 24 slokas in the second chapter. So in the sloka number 23, what we studied, Krishna taught us the properties of the soul. Nainam chintanti sastrani, nainam dahati pavakaha, nachainam kledayantyapo, nashoshayati marutaga. So the soul cannot be cut into pieces by any weapon. It cannot be burned by fire. It cannot be dissolved by water. It cannot be withered by wind. So it cannot be dried by wind, basically. So then we studied in the next sloka, Krishna said the same thing. The 4 lines here, he summarized in 2 lines. That is, Achedyoyam adahyoyam akledyo shoshayevacha nityaga sarvagataga sthanur achaloyam sanatanaga. The soul is unbreakable. Achedyoyam. It cannot be burned, unable to be burned. So adahyoyam, it is insoluble, aclayed, and it cannot be dried. So not able to be dried. So it is associate. And the Nityaga, Sarvagataga, Sthanur, Achaloyam, Sanatanaga. So it is ever existing, Nityaga, everlasting and all pervading, and it is unchangeable and immovable. So it is Sthanuku, Achaloyam, Sanatanaga. The individual soul is unbreakable and insoluble and can be neither burned nor dried. He is everlasting, present everywhere, unchangeable, immovable, and eternally the same. That's what Krishna is teaching. So now in the next sloka, what we are going to study in this sloka number 25. Avyaktoyam achintyoyam avikaryoyam uchyate tasmadevam viditvainam nanusochitum argasi. So avyakto, it is invisible. So that's what the soul is, avyakto. But we study avyakta, vyakta and all, because when we get the body, so that is called vyakta, but still the soul is always avyakta only, unmanifest. But we are manifesting through the body. So with the gross body only, you are able to perceive with the senses, able to see, touch, smell, all such things are possible only with the body only, not with the soul. That's why it's avyaktoyam, it's invisible. Achintyoyam, inconceivable. You cannot even think about it. Inconceivable. So that's why people, they say that I don't believe there is soul and all such things, because you can't even think about it. Then how can you believe it? We have to just believe what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. That's what is very important. So that's why avyaktoyam, achintyoyam, then avikaryoyam. It is again unchangeable. So avikaryoyam, unchangeable. Avyaktoyam achintyoyam avikaryoyam uchyate tasmadevam viditvainam nanushochitum arhasi. Therefore, by knowing all these things, you should not, there is no need for you to lament, because we are the soul. We are always there and we are not changing at all. So we should be happy. So that's what Krishna is saying, that there is no need for you to lament. So it is said that the soul is invisible, inconceivable, and immutable. Knowing this, you should not grieve for the body. That's what Krishna is saying. So that is possible when we get this knowledge fully, when we follow what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. So then it is definitely slowly and steadily we will be able to elevate ourselves to that level. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished the sloka number 25 today in the second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Now let us chant Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and focus our mind on the transcendental sound vibration. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Niti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnanajana Salakaya Chakshurmilitamena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Rama, 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 Rama, Hare Krishna.